Who misses the whistling? Man, I'm screwing this all up already. Good evening, everybody. It's making it up as we go, and the usual shit show is here. Episode 75. So everybody's already here and hanging out. Sean, you're still muted, just to let you know. Mr. Corliss, how you doing, sir?
Hey, good.
Very
Had a
good.
busy week this week.
You did.
I did. I got my ornament into the challenge and got my video posted, which was a milestone.
Yeah.
And Sean's going to be proud of me because I made my first big project on my new 3D printer.
Oh,
Ooh.
sweet. And a clock, Mac.
Look at
Yeah,
that.
how about that?
Awesome. That was good.
That turned out really well. That's not raised up. That's all flat.
It's smooth. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. It came out awesome.
Yeah, that's
That it
really
did.
clean.
I was really happy with it. I didn't have to throw away a prototype or anything.
There you
And
go.
then I made a little poop catcher
Yeah,
for my thing. So I've had a busy week for me.
there you go. That is a busy week. That's more projects than you do in usually a couple months.
It is. And when I started that clock, I said, by God, I got to get that thing done by Saturday. And in fact, I had it done earlier in the week. In fact, I showed it to you before Dave's show went live, and you said, "Oh, you got to wait till Saturday before you show that to anybody." So, Sean, thank you for the Clockworks.
You're more than welcome, my friend.
Worked out great.
I'm
Awesome.
glad to see it being used.
It is. Oh, and it keeps good time too.
Yeah.
From me, I'm surprised.
Sean, what have you been working on this week?
Oh, a few things. Back to the G scale. I had to rescale it. So I had to bring it down in size, but this is the new one.
Wow.
So I've been having fun with that.
That is sweet. Looks good.
Playing with the show, setting up a few extra things for my Wednesday show. The shop's been a little slow because of the weather. It's been messing with my sheet goods really bad. Between the like just recently, we had another freeze. We had freezing rain for the past 2 days, so it's like a sheet of ice. But it's going to be 38 degrees, 40 tomorrow. So it brings that humidity back into the air, and man, sheet goods. I've never seen MDF warp until now.
Wow.
Honestly. Yeah. Never seen it until now, and it's cupped really good. So once it mellows out, then my store will be back up. And right now I'm out of stock. That is why, not intentionally. But it is what it is.
There you go.
Yeah. Having
Keep
fun.
it. Yeah. How about you, Mr. Hammerquist? What have you been up to?
Well, there's a certain project. You can only see a little bit. That's my hint. That's it.
Oh,
I got the laser working after too much time. I printed a boot.
There you go.
That's cool.
Saw your video on that. That turned out really good.
Yeah. I got a bunch of other projects working. Oh, I guess I'll show this real quick before the other one.
Wow.
Is that your dinner plate?
So
you're gonna be able to visit the holodeck on that thing.
So had some issues, but hey, it's gonna.
Wow.
I'm gonna make it work.
Man.
But today I was like, there's been one project I have been wanting to get done, and of course now you don't want to work. And
Ooh, wow. Nice. That is awesome.
Oh, that's the owl.
Yeah, from the STLFX.
Yeah, that was in the video.
Man.
Yeah, I got that wired up today, so I was like, I am getting more than one thing done today. That
Man,
laser is so.
That is so cool. I've wondered how they do that with the wings and stuff like that. So since you've printed that out, how does it function for because it's not just one cutout,
Yeah.
or
And
is
then
it the infill differences too, or is it just that there's multiple lights inside? How does it make
yes.
it look like there's so many different overlapping feathers?
Oh, where are you, lights? Sorry, this was my. So I only use about 6 of these, trying to get it so. And then they have flat spots. Let's see. Here and here. And you just run them like that.
Oh,
And they are a little bit slanted, these
Yeah,
holes. So looks like they're slanting out this way.
that is cool. Whoever designed that is phenomenal.
Yeah. And there's 3 more. But
Wow.
that is cool.
I had somebody request Santas. So that's going to be in the next 3 days of printing. And then they told me today, I didn't request a Santa.
Well, you're getting one.
Gotta love your kids.
Good times. Good times. Well, for me, it's been Christmas lights all day, every day still. Um, but I did have time to shoot a little video. So let me show you this quick little video that I shot the other day. Have you started your Gatton Christmas challenge for this year yet? It's on. Use your CNC laser 3D printer. Make something Christmas related. I'm hanging up Christmas lights and it's cold. I can't feel my face anymore. It's very windy. Please participate. Make something cool. Bye. Yeah. It has been so cold and so windy. Oh, that yes, I just put a little YouTube short out there on that.
Squirrel.
I couldn't even think. Like I was gonna do I wanted to do like a whole promotion of the Gatton Christmas challenge, and I couldn't think anymore. Did you see? I had like snot like dripping off my nose and stuff. I couldn't feel my face. It was horrible. It was so brutal out there. Oh yeah, and that I don't have. Oh yeah, actually, I do have a picture of that particular house that I did. Um, let's see here. I I have a picture of it when it wasn't finished yet because it's um let's see here. How do we gotta do this here? I don't know. Oh, here we can go like this. So this is the house that
Wow.
was.
nice.
So we do the shed, the tree out front, outline the entire roof. Not in this picture is candy canes that outline the driveway and stuff. I mean it's a lot. it's a
Nicely
lot.
done.
But yeah, that's where that video was taken. I was up here on the roof over here in the lift blowing around. The winds here have been pretty ridiculous this past week. They've finally calmed down yesterday and today. But there's so this tree we got we got contacted by a cemetery, and they do a remembrance tree. They've lit it for the
Cool.
last 35 years. And 35 years ago, it wasn't 65 feet tall. So they contacted us to light it. And so I go out there, and it needed to be lit by Friday. Like this past Friday had to be done. And so we had pushed it off for doing before Thanksgiving because it didn't have to get done. And we've been so behind on everything else. It's like, all right, we'll get to it after Thanksgiving. Before they need to have it done. And so me and my brother-in-law, who's my helper, we were out there the other day, and we're like, all right, I got a day to do this. Let's go. We get out there, and it was drizzling,
Mm.
and it wasn't going to be fun to do in drizzling rain, but it was like, we got to get this done. Let's just knock it out and get it done. So I get in the lift, and I go up as high as this lift will go, which is 55 feet to my feet. And still not being able to get to the top. I get all the way up there, and all of a sudden I start hearing a train. Like, I'm like, what the hell is that noise? There, Hagerstown is called Hub City because there's like 5 train lines that come into Hagerstown, but it wasn't a real train. It was the wind and rain coming at us. The sky like turned black like within seconds, and I was just like, nope. Down, go down, go down. So it was, I mean, I hadn't even started hitting the buttons to go down yet, and it just was a torrential downpour.
Oh.
And I mean, the drizzle was fine. I wasn't that worried about that, but the whole downpour thing was like, no, this is not good. And so we came back the next day on Thursday, and they were like, all right, there's supposed to be some wind today. It's like, all right, well, we need 2.5 hours of no wind or light wind to deal with this tree. We got to get this thing done because we didn't do it before. And so I get up in the tree, and we're screwing her. I'm trying to, get the lights up into the tree and stuff. And we're getting 40-mile-an-hour gusts. I mean, I'm hugging the lift, just swinging around. I mean, in and out of the tree. It was miserable. And I was just like, nope, this is just going to be the job we just don't do. And like, it'll be the first one that I've ever failed on. I'm not doing this. And so got down and talked to the lady. She was like, look, can you try one more time tomorrow? And so we went out there Friday morning, and there was no wind. There was a light breeze. A light breeze, but nothing too major. And we got it done finally. But oh my god, it was so. Pucker factor was like on 20,000. I mean, it was not good. I did not want to be up there anymore, especially after blowing around in the wind and stuff. It was miserable. But yeah, we got that one done. That was the last super important one that we had to get done. We're doing some like permanent lighting ones right now, but which take forever. But it's been a week. It's been a week. So yeah, so that's but in general though, tomorrow I have to do some design work and 3D printing stuff out for the Christmas light stuff, because the permanent lighting that we're putting up, I don't have a piece of it down here, but it's most of the one that we put up, it's shaped. It comes across, and there's like a little tab that's like 3/4 of an inch, and then it drops down, and then it comes across, and then it goes back up, and then the light pod gets in the middle of that, like every 9 inches or whatever. Well, this one that we're putting on this house, it comes across, and then it goes at an angle, and then it comes up. So when it's on the soffit, well, on the side of the house, because there's no soffits on the side of this house, it kind of points the lights down at you instead of straight out. And when they're under the soffit, they kind of point out a little bit more instead of straight down. And the issue is that I don't have any caps that will go over the ends. So like at the edges of the house and stuff, you see, the triangle of the piece, because it's it's not enclosed. And so tomorrow I got to design some and print out a whole bunch of them so I can finish this job up and get that done. So should work out pretty good, but it's been interesting to say the least. Oh, and in case anybody's wondering, I'm currently, I think we're 5 weeks, I think, since I bought my new truck. We're at 3,200 miles. Yeah. So we've been putting the mileage on, and yeah. Oof. Thankfully, I returned the lift on Friday right after that tree. So I can't do another tree. Thank God. I don't want to do another one like that. I don't think they're going to have me come back next year, and I'm quite okay with that. It was brutal, absolutely brutal. But yeah. Anywho, we do have, as I mentioned when I was up on the roof, we do have the Gatton Christmas Challenge. It's currently ongoing. We have 3 entrants so far. We have Marcelo Brown, we have Dwayne Aldridge, and we have Mr. Corliss. Have all submitted their videos and stuff like that. So there is a link in the description of the video to the playlist that includes all 3 of those videos. So make sure that you go watch them, like them. If you're not subscribed to those channels, please subscribe to them. To support their hard work that they've done. And also, we have these wonderful sponsors. So, make a project, whether it's a big giant project or an ornament, and get it submitted before 11:59 on Christmas Eve. And you'll be entered in to win some cool prizes. We have Pixel CNC. They're giving us some license for their program. We have Cadence Manufacturing Design. Wonderful Cody is giving us some Ginny bits to give out. Nemo Labs is giving us a whole slew of stuff. We got money off of machines. We have gift cards to their website. We have dust shoes. We have clamps, all kinds of stuff from them. Wham Bam is giving us some gift cards for their website, and Rapid Change ATC is giving us one of their magazines for your CNC. So,
too cool.
Yeah, it's super awesome, and we really appreciate all of our wonderful sponsors that we've had this year. So make sure you support those guys and thank them for helping us out. Because we couldn't do it without them. Let's see here where we got. But yeah, please check everybody out. We have some videos this week, and
no links though.
They should be out there.
Oh, so
I think I should have added them. They should be uploaded now.
Marcelo wants to know if you're going to post a list of the prizes.
Oh yeah, Yeah, sure. I can. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll maybe I can get that done tomorrow. I'm taking tomorrow off of the roofs and stuff, so I can get those 3D printed stuff done. So I'll put up a list of the actual prizes, so that everybody sees what they are. Um, cool, awesome, possum.
There we go.
All right. Well, let's get him. I know which one I would pick if I was Marcelo. So I'll just say that one. I know which one I would go for if I were him in that specific use case. So let's see here. All right, well let's get started here, and we'll yammer about a few of these videos here, and if anybody has any videos that they think that we should be watching, please let us know in the chat and all that good stuff. And the links for these videos are in the description as well, down towards the bottom. So if you want to check them out after it sounds like something that you'd like, go check them out. Leave them a comment. Tell them where you saw that we were talking about it. It helps us grow our wonderful, fun little channel here, and keeps the show going. So good times. Well, let's start with Ventari. Good old Steve over there. Let's see here. Ooh, we'll here. Let me throw you in there like that. Look at that. Look at that. Sometimes it looks like we know what we're doing. I mean, not very often, but sometimes. So Steve got him. So this video was just put out a couple hours ago. And Steve got was it the Monport Reno 45 or something like that?
Yeah, the 45.
Yeah. So I haven't gotten a chance to watch his video on this one yet, but so the Reno 45, it's not a it's not a CO2 laser. It's one of the RF lasers. Is that what it is?
I caught most of it, but not all of it.
Says it's a CO2.
CO2, I think it is. Yeah. That he says that, yeah. Or now that you say that. But the cool thing is the size of the bed. It's like a beefed up K40.
Okay.
And this bed actually does raise and lower. It comes with a few extra nice little goodies too. Here we go. So it's literally, I think it's better than the Glowforge from the way Steve makes it sound.
Yeah, it looks like it has a really nice build quality to it. Ooh.
But now the nice thing about it, it's more his video is more than just about the machine.
Yeah,
because he's doing.
Ooh, he's working on some Christmas projects.
Yeah.
There you go. That's a good looking ornament right there. Good job, Steve.
Hey, you could enter that in the Gatton Christmas Challenge.
Yeah, you could. You'd have to make another video.
Yeah.
Or just re-edit that one.
Yeah, pretty much. Retitle it. You'd be all right. That's a cool looking project too. The Merry Christmas with the big old snowflakes on it. Good projects. Good ideas, peoples.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of good ideas.
Good inspiration.
I like what Steve does on his videos where he goes through the light burn and stuff like that and shows you how he processes the design and stuff like that. I think it's nice, especially if you're new to light burn and stuff, on how to get it to do what you want it to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good deal. Good deal. He also did another video a couple days ago. He put out another one where he was making stained glass ornaments, and those are pretty cool. It was done on the laser, and he cuts them out with the cuts them out with the laser, and then does man, blanket resin. That's what I'm thinking of. It was resin on the inside of him, and um,
Link's bad.
is it a bad link on that one?
It's all good.
No, I'll fix it. Well, go to Ventari, the YouTube channel, and watch the first one, watch the newest one here, and then go back and do the other one. So sometimes we break a link, but after the show's done, it'll be fixed. I'll get it fixed.
It's all good.
No, the one that Sean was just showing, that was the broken link there. That's Wesley Treat, of course. He man, his style of creation is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the stuff he builds. He's got an aesthetic, and you can really see something and go, "Yep, that Wesley Treat would build that."
Really likes the 50s era, it seems like.
Yes, yeah, that 50s style, retro space age stuff. He's all about. But he got himself a Bamboo. Sent him out one of the A1s. He already has like an X1, but he did this project here with his A1. But he made a Sputnik, and the Sputnik isn't just a satellite, but it's a kind of a satellite ball decoration thing. So I thought this was pretty cool because he used the originally he did those spires like with resin and stuff like that, or back in the day, he cast them or whatever. And then he was like, well, we could do this with 3D printer. And so he made them on his 3D printer, and the spheres on the Sputnik here are bowls from IKEA.
I love it.
Yeah. And all that. So it's pretty sweet. I mean, it doesn't have any purpose. It's just a decoration. And he thought for a second about, I guess, auctioning it off or something, but then he was like, nope, it's just going to be hanging here in the shop. So it was a pretty cool project. I like it.
Yeah. And he was saying he was wishing that he could have got that band around the two bowls smooth.
Yeah.
I like it with the rivets. I think it just really fits into that era,
Yeah, I think so too.
So if he's watching,
that's how it would be built. I mean, it would. I like how he talked about the nipples. He's like, these are. Stop talking about the nipples. But like even the design process that he went through from when he did those original, I don't know, what are they, spires, to the 3D printed ones, he was able to change how he created them and made them better. And so if you don't have a 3D printer in your shop, you really should, because they're very, very useful tools.
They are.
Yeah. So
this is how he used to do them with resin.
Yeah. This is how he did them before. And I would imagine that the 3D printed ones are much lighter. It has to be just pounds and pounds and pounds lighter than what he had cast before. So pretty sweet. It was a cool project. So he also, his cat's name is Sputnik. There's Sputnik there.
Do you see his cat? Let's see if it shows it again here. If I can get to it.
Oh,
that is so cool.
Yeah. He built him a rocket. That was a couple of videos back that he did, and he because he built they used to have rocket slides out at the playgrounds, and so he built a replica of that as a cat house for his cat Sputnik that decided to come around his shop and not leave. So that's Sputnik there. It's a good looking cat, for a cat. Oh, but yeah, pretty sweet.
Yeah, I remember we used to have a huge rocket, like playground at the
Yeah,
soccer fields. And, I mean, it was 3 stories tall,
yeah.
like huge, all metal, and everything. And then some kid, of course, burned his legs on the slide one year, and down comes the rocket.
Yep. Lawyers are the death of everything.
Yeah.
Do you know how many times I burned my legs?
I married one. What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's just part of being. You gotta.
Yeah.
You don't go down it if you're wearing shorts. If you're gonna put bare skin on it.
Well, I mean, it was at the soccer fields, but you learned, raise
Yeah.
your knees.
Yeah. Or grab a slick piece of cardboard.
Yeah.
Go
Yeah.
twice as fast.
And get you lit up. You're only gonna do it once. That's the problem nowadays. I think is that we don't let kids make mistakes and learn from their mistakes of burning the crap out of their legs on a slide.
Darwin's Law.
Yeah. But oh well, it is what it is. But yeah, so Wesley Treat made a really cool project. I dig it, and he has a cool cat for a cat. Paul, you should go back and watch the video that he did of the rocket ship thing because he actually talks like that. There was like I want to say there was like 3 or 4 main rocket versions out there, and it was pretty cool how he was showing like the different ones. Yeah, there were some that were like huge, and some of them that were kind of funky and weird. And
See, I remember playing on one like this
yeah,
when I was a kid.
See, ours had more of it was more. It wasn't chicken wire, but it had that feel wrapped around it.
yeah.
The thicker, but it was metal, not chicken wire.
Might have been. No. Yeah, there were some cool ones out there, that's for sure. But but it was a good watch. All right, well, we'll move on here. Let's see here. Nerd Forge
Yeah.
Oh,
made some leather bound books.
Yes. I have no clue who this author is.
Brandon Sanderson.
I have no clue. But this was an amazing project because I don't think anything CNC or laser cut ended up in the final project.
Yeah,
It was just used to make the final project.
that's awesome.
So they did, they were only allowed to print 1 copy. So they got permission from the publisher to get all the pages and the artwork from the real books and get them printed off in very large format. And they were only allowed to print 1 page. So they folded all the pages, glued them, sewed them, bound them all themselves.
wow.
And then the very top, they did all that. I'm sorry, I don't know what the name. It's a 30+ minute video. So I highly encourage you to go watch it and check it out because they did a lot of handwork. But where they used the laser was for the CNC and that part right there to make a lot of jigs and stuff. But the cool part with the laser was they took the acrylic and then made stamps out of the acrylic to press into the leather.
Oh wow!
To hand press the leather.
Jeez.
And so this was just they always do great work, but this was just next level.
That's awesome.
So that's all leather, yeah, and then it's been pressed with that acrylic stamp.
That is cool, though.
Yeah,
By using your laser, you create a stamp and they come up with something like this.
yeah.
How awesome is that?
Wow.
And so yeah, it's just it's insane. I think they did this in just under 3 weeks.
Jeez.
All of this, and that's getting the pages printed, bound. Yeah, and they were finishing up right, like I think she said 10 hours right before they had to get on their flight.
Wow. No kidding.
And so they had to bring 4 suitcases because these are huge books.
Yeah. And I bet that's heavy too.
Yeah, so if you go to the end, you can see, and then you see the graphics on there. She hand painted all of those the night before they left, or like the last 2 days before they left. So,
wow, that's awesome.
Yeah,
they could have just done one. They did. Now he's going to talk to them every book he puts out and says, "Here, I need another one of these."
Actually, he only has 3 books out. That 4th one or whatever, the last one, isn't out yet. And so, yeah, they got permission and had copy, or that's in there. It just released. So
now, from my understanding, he didn't even know they were going to be done.
No.
Jeez. Cool. That's cool. Yeah, that's a definite be watching tomorrow. Very sweet. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of like when you go to church and they have the big giant Bible on the parapet. Yeah, it's like the priest is like grabbing like handfuls of pages trying to open that thing up, the old school one, and wow.
Jeez. Yeah, because he makes the joke about that because Dungeons and Dragons, very fantasy, whatever writer he is, but he was talking about that. He's like, oh yeah, in Dungeons and Dragons, they always bring out the tome, and open it and then light it on fire. And you just kind of see a moment of like, no, we're not lighting these on fire.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez. And they must have had to have done different size binding parts because they're not all the same page length either. Wow. Jeez.
Yeah. And yeah, they made a jig to fold the paper. They made a jig so she could it was a simple deal. It had like 6 nails in it.
Yeah.
And it was going through a top piece, and then there was a spring, and then another board underneath, so she could push down and always get the holes for the pages in the same spot.
Wow. Man,
that's some beautiful work.
Yeah. That's crazy. Good deal. I'll be looking forward to watching that one. Oh, he looks like he was excited.
He's like, oh, wow, yeah, a book I can read when I'm 82.
Yeah. This is large print. I don't need my bifocals to watch it, to read it. How did you die? I dropped my book on myself. I couldn't get up. Sweet. Man, that's awesome. Good deal. Oh. Another one is Maker's Workshop. They built a really sweet gingerbread house.
Yes.
Oh, wow. So this is all laser cut gingerbread?
Yeah. It's they did sheets and then literally laser cut all the walls for the gingerbread house.
I bet you it smelled really good. Look at that.
I think that's their test.
Yeah.
Where's the good stuff? Test. There we go.
This is Dave Gatton's next project.
Gingerbread schoolhouse.
Yeah, he's going to make his high school school out of gingerbread.
I forget how many sheets.
Oh, look at that. See, look, Dave. Now, this is interesting. So, Dave did the same type of thing up here on like for the corners, the holding the corners tight and all that. Uh, Dave did the same type of thing for his school. So that's pretty cool that people think alike on that type of thing.
I think it looks so much better. Here we go. I would have never thought of cutting gingerbread with a laser. I would have never thought of it. And it cuts it so clean.
Yeah.
But look at those bricks. I know it's supposed to be marble, but I mean,
Wow.
Weathered.
yeah.
Pitted the whole night, yeah.
Sweet.
And it ended up, it was a model of the mansion.
Wow. Check that out.
And then they had it for their Christmas display.
Huh.
But that's cool. Being able to do something like that and then show it at the place
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
for Christmas. Yeah.
Very cool. I dig it. Turned out pretty good. Hey, people, good ideas for Cat and Christmas Challenge.
Yeah. But wait, how long did she say she was baking?
Oh, I missed that part.
She was like, I started November 1st. I forgot to see what day like, I think it was 3 weeks of baking.
And wasn't like 30.
Well, you got 2 weeks left. So you got a little under 2 weeks to go. Make a smaller house.
Getting the thickness correct on all of the sheets would have been a challenge.
Yeah, well, that's because she used the roller and it had circles on the end, and she was like, they're all going to be a 1/4 inch thick. So it kept it all
Uniform.
Yeah.
Huh. Cool. Very cool. Awesome.
Yep.
Now they just need to do the interior. Man.
Now we got the munchies.
Yeah.
Sweet treat.
Wow. Cool. Very cool. What's Dwayne saying here? Dwayne says gingerbread has to smell better than the lasering pumpkin pie.
I've done that. It still smells like pumpkin pie, just burnt.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think I like pumpkin pie better than ginger.
That's a hard call. I like them both.
No, there's only one right answer there.
I agree with you, Paul.
It's pumpkin pie.
That's right.
Well, actually, it's whipped cream with pumpkin pie.
Whipped cream with a side of pumpkin pie.
Yes.
There you go.
Laguna. I did not know Laguna made lasers. How interesting.
That one looks like it was well used.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder how often they clean their mirrors.
I'm curious to know what the program is she's using.
Illustrator.
That is Illustrator?
Yeah.
Sweet. Very cool. Oh, all right. Well, we'll move on to our last video then that we have hanging out up here this week. Spencer Owen. This guy's young in the YouTube world. He's got like 336 subscribers right now. But this video is on open spool. So if you have a bamboo printer and with the AMS or AMS light on it, the AMS will read an RFID tag on the spool itself of bamboo filament, but it won't read it from other filaments. So open spool, if I understand correctly, is a project that you can put these RFID tags on other filaments and it'll read as the right color.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. It
And so is he program? He's programming the chips too, then.
yeah.
You
So you
can,
program it to be whatever colors you want it to be, and put it on your spool, and it'll read it.
I would save some time
Yeah.
instead of manually going in and changing all the settings for that off spool.
yeah, because I hate that in Bamboo Studio. You know, if you put, let's say, your Sunlu in slot 3, and then you have your slot 4, like is your other Bamboo,
Yeah.
and it's like, you got to change slot 3 and then add 4 and change. You know, it's like, come on. You know there's filament in there because you got the detector for the strand going through it.
Yeah.
Like, you know there's something there. You could just say and put your Bamboo in 4, but why you gotta be like that, Bamboo? Send me a printer.
There you go.
Wait, what?
There you go.
But I thought that was cool because that's what, maybe $25-$35 worth of hardware.
If that, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, all the work is right there in the software.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really sweet.
Just a couple of boards and a breadboard.
Yeah, because that top one's power. I mean, it's probably, I can't remember what he said it was, if it was an ESP32 and then just an RFI reader.
Huh. I
That
dig
should
it.
be affordable.
I dig it.
But does he have a video on assembling it?
It's open source, so
It's out there.
yeah, I don't know how much documentation is out there. I saw it and was like, ooh, share it, because I need to make sure to come back to this and check it out. Because again, I am really annoyed with that third slot. You know it's there.
Just go to your home.
Well, what are you using, Sunlu? Is that what you said? Or
Yes.
Esun?
Esun.
Put
Right.
that in your fourth.
Well, all right, so, I'm lazy, and, you'll download a file, and depending on that color, wherever they've already colored it in, I just go and switch my colors around so I don't have to be like,
Yeah, I do that too.
so it's in there. Just let me pick the color. Just
Yeah.
go, all right, I know something's there, you pick. But it acts like, oh, you only have 3 colors. No, I have 3 bamboo filaments. That's what I have, and 1 whatever else.
Yep.
Hmm.
Good times.
Oh yeah, have you guys heard of Bamboo's? What is it? TPU, AMS TPU.
Yeah. When you were gone that one week, we were talking about it because Superfast Matt was using it on his race car, and he made an interesting plug for his muffler.
Well, because I have some Dead V2 stuff I still need to do.
Keeps the gases in.
Oh, Lordy.
Yeah, I think it'd be fun to play with that TPU.
Yeah, I think I'm going to play with it over Christmas.
Sweet.
Just dry it out really good.
Yeah.
I was watching. I didn't put it in our list or anything, but Samcraft was put out a video the other day about his like another one of his vloggy type of videos. It was a lot of complaining about Bamboo, their filament shipping.
Oh, I saw that.
Because he was having, I guess he orders. Well, he must be doing pretty good with his 3D printing business now, because he said he's ordering like 350 or 150 rolls a month or something like that. But I guess they've been shipping them kind of willy nilly, and they're getting kind of beat up in shipping and stuff like that. But it's just the box that's getting beat up. It's not the filament itself. But
That's cool too.
yeah, he was kind of going over that, and his food. He's got a big food dehydrator now for drying out his filament and stuff. And I thought that was pretty neat.
Well, this is crazy.
Yeah, look how many film rolls he's got stuffed in there.
Well, if you think about what he goes through in a day, it makes sense.
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And it does not look like a food dehydrator. It looks like an industrial dryer for filament.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how much it was. I think he put the link to it in his description or something, but it was a pretty good looking machine.
Yeah, didn't he say something about he goes through a roll of filament per machine every other day or something?
Yeah, something like that. He's whipping through them.
12 rolls a day or something like that.
Yeah.
So
Well,
good
he
for him.
must be selling a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he's doing the jigs and all that for the lasers.
Yeah, good for him.
Yeah, he fell into something good.
He did.
Sometimes you get a product that works, and all that. So
As far, he's come a long ways from doing laser engraving spoons and stuff
Yeah.
in his garage to
Yeah, and coasters,
Yeah.
slate coasters.
yeah, 6 months ago you'd see a bunch of videos on all kinds of his other stuff that he was doing, and then now he's a 3D printer guy.
fast. He grew fast.
That's 6. So yeah, you can put 24 rolls in that thing at one time. That's pretty wild. Pretty cool setup. Anyway, I don't remember why I was mentioning Samcraft. It was something that you were talking about.
It was the bamboo boxes, I think.
Oh, well,
Bamboo was shipping.
Oh yeah, the shipping of it. They were getting
Beat up.
Yeah, getting a little smooshed.
Yeah, well, they're getting beat up online because they ran out of AMSs.
Yeah. I guess they had addressed some of their shipping issues or something like that too. That they've just been getting slammed, and they're behind getting stuff out. So,
Hey, it happens.
oh yeah, at least they're saying something too. I try not to be a bamboo fanboy, but the way that they are doing business is really, they're doing a good job. Because when they had the problems with the A1 last year,
Yeah.
they were really quick to address it. I don't know if they addressed it right the first time around, but once they figured out that there was an issue, like they addressed it within a week. You don't get that kind of response from most companies out there, and all the stuff that they did to make it right with those customers that had already bought one. So I think they're doing pretty good. They've made some good decisions on stuff. Most of those 3D printer companies out there that would have a problem like that, they would just be like, "Oh well, there's a problem.
You want to fix it?
Yeah.
$49.99.
Yeah. Yep, here's this." So yeah,
They just say don't put it too close to a wall.
yeah.
That's a given.
Well, you really can't anymore anyway. I mean, the way that the stuff moves around or whatever. It's whatever. Anyway, crazy.
Oh, speaking of items people made, may I share a video real quick?
Please do. Oh, that looks familiar. That looks like a Mag Air Series 1, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, it is so much easier now. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm glad you like it.
I'm telling you, people, if you have one, If you got a CO2 laser, you need one of these. It just, especially if you're troubleshooting and having to get around and move your machine around a lot, because between with this and then I have the disconnect on my chiller, I can boom pull this off now, disconnect my water chiller, get this up against the wall, and let my wife pull the car in because hey, we got hail coming.
Oh.
I used to have to go in, get a screwdriver, try to fit my fat hand in there and get it out, or get it off from the wall and then throw the actual air. Oh my gosh,
The hose.
The whole extractor.
Yeah.
The fan up off the floor, put it on the machine. And try to. This just makes it so much easier. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh, sure.
Walking around my machine, pulling everything out, messing with all those mirrors for 20, and then with that on there, I'm like, ha, ha, ha.
Pop her off and go.
Yeah,
Good. Glad it worked out on that one.
yeah. I may have to order one for the garage door.
Okay.
I am really lazy now.
Sweet. Good stuff. So, all right. Well, I guess we'll start getting out of here, and unless anybody's got anything else they wanted to talk about, Sean, you got anything else for us?
Rob Hampton looks like had a question. It was pertaining to what I use to stick the bits together. I'm assuming it's talking about this guy. And what I do is I use a medium CA glue, but I don't leave it in the bottles. Check this out. I get these little guys.
Ooh,
You
there
get a
you
pack
go.
of 6, and they come with like a handful of different sized needles.
Yeah.
But they work so good because the plastic, on the plastic ones, you get the glue on it, you put the cap on. Yeah. And eventually that cap gets glued to the top. Try that. That's these things.
We're on air.
Oh.
Don't smell the glue.
You glue your sinuses shut. But then I use one with a real small needle. Whoops, where's my camera? For my kicker. So this way I only have to use a drop. I don't. The sprays are okay, but I think you waste a lot with the spray. And this, you can directly put the kicker right on your glue. And that's what I use for my PLA. It works really good. I just don't want to drop it.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Which video did we watch this week where he said, "Oh yeah," and just side note, if you're a maker and you're using super glue, your fingertips are going to be covered. It's going to be on your.
It's gonna happen.
It's going to happen. So
yeah, holding the because this is cut into 2 pieces.
Yeah.
And so I put the glue on it, and then you'd squeeze the 2 pieces together. Sure enough, yeah, you glue your hands to the part, or
yeah, on the lights for here, I was just holding it, and next thing I know, I'm like, oh, it should be somewhat set. I can pull my hand off, and up comes my finger with a light on it. And I'm like, nope.
Glued it to the wrong part.
I am now a cyborg. Unintentionally.
Ryan, did you see that question that Earl had?
Oh, Earl says, "Do you have one for the MP40?" I'm guessing you mean like the K40 size lasers. I don't, but maybe I can talk to you. But I got rid of my K40, so I don't have one here. But we can figure one out for you on that to go where the back fan exit was or whatever. I'm sure I could do that for you. Shouldn't be a big deal. Let's see here. Anything else going on? Mr. Hammerquist, you got anything else for us?
If my laser behaves, yeah, I'll have stuff coming out, hopefully.
Good deal.
Do you remember how to use it?
I know how to use it. Like, that's all my tests. Yeah, I actually, from last week's when they were talking about kerf and everything, I went back and watched Ventari's video on Kerf, and I got my Excel spreadsheet open, measuring each one, averaging them out, and then dividing by 2. Right?
Mhm.
Yeah, 2, and set my Kerf, and I applied it to this one, and then I went and did it for the MDF, and it's a different Kerf size. So yeah,
Interesting.
I'm learning.
Always learning. Got to
That's
keep it going. What about you, Mr. Corliss? You got anything else for us?
Nope, got nothing. Just get your entries in for the Gatton Christmas Challenge, and
Yep. Yep. Next week's show will be the last show before Christmas. So
got some
uh,
good prizes out there.
there are. There
And it
definitely
doesn't
are.
have to be a big extravagant thing. It can be just an ornament.
So get out there and participate, or else I'll force everybody to watch that video again. And, all right. So now that you've seen the video once, now look all the background stuff that's going on. Have you started your Gatton Christmas challenge for this year yet? It's on. Use your CNC laser 3D printer. Make something Christmas related. I'm hanging up Christmas lights and it's cold. I can't feel my face anymore. It's very windy. Please participate. Make something cool. Bye. Bye.
Hey, was that a drone in the background?
It might have been. Not in that wind.
Sounded like it was taking your breath away.
Yeah. Yeah, that was rough. But anyway, hope everybody has a great week.
Earl says my hardest part is to do the video for the Gatton Christmas Challenge. Hey, you got a cell phone? Do that. Upload it, and you're good.
Doesn't have to be anything fancy. No. You've seen my videos. It doesn't have to be anything fancy.
Yeah, you want him to replay that one he just played?
Yeah, I'll do it again.
Wednesday, 10 a.m.
Yeah, there
Wednesday,
you go.
10 a.m.
I have my life. Yep.
Watch Sean's show, and hopefully I'll be. No, I won't be done doing lights by then. I'll have to catch
Beginning of the year.
Afterwards. So, all right, party people. Well, thanks again for joining us for another fun show. Appreciate it, and make sure you like the video on the way out. And we'll see you next week. And thanks a lot, everybody. Peace
If you're
out.
not subscribed, subscribe.